stupid. Ah, what the heck? Why keep doing that? Why does it keep happening? I don't know. I don't understand. Welcome all my lovely goblins and ghouls of the internet. I am Hanyo, your demonic cinephile. And we are finally stepping in, continuing our journey into the world of Hinamizawa and When They Cry with Watanagashi. The second chapter, or episode, or arc. Book? Okay, can we use the word book? Event of Higurashi. And been kind of put off for a minute. We were actually supposed to do this, was it Friday? Is it Friday or Saturday? No, it was supposed to be Friday. I was just feeling so tired and didn't think I could do it. Which I proved right because I think I started falling asleep on stream when I was just playing Hades. And that's action packed and not just me sitting down reading to you guys. But how was everybody's day? Did you have a good day? A bad day? Is it nighttime where you are? Is the sun just coming back up? Fucking talk to me, bitch. But no. I had a very non-reluctant day. Gotta get up early to do this thing. Then I was dragged around by into several stores. Which, my introverted self couldn't stand it. I felt so tired just walking around interacting. I almost wanted to cancel today's stream. But I want to. I want to finally start this thing and maybe have a conversation or two through the filter of the computer screen, where I feel safe and comforted. But no, how is everybody doing? I'm being serious though. Being serious. But being serious, a real quick serious talk. So this person on Twitter that I follow, her name is Comics Lover Mari. Yeah, most of the other day, she posts a lot of fun, silly comic book memes and hot takes. Nothing mean or nasty. At least I wouldn't think so. And apparently, it was the other day, she tried to, basically from her tweet said, basically tried to self-delete herself. And a long Twitter post. Basically, for I could tell from other people that a lot of it, at least from the Twitter side, which is people harassing her from her takes. But no, she came back. She stated that she didn't succeed, which is awesome for all the people who care about her. But yeah, it was a combination of many different things. I wanted to say something kind of earlier on here, maybe when I had a little bit of some people watching, just to talk about it. But I also was kind of didn't know it was my place to say something like that, or to bring down a dark mood on you. But I know what I was trying to say with this. I'm just saying, I'm glad she's happy. Or she's not. She's probably not happy, but I'm glad she's okay. Don't let. I know I just said there's other factors into why she probably tried to do that to herself, but don't let people on the line be assholes to you. Do not let those a-holes have any sort of power over you, which I know is easier said than done. Because I always try to imagine that they're just more miserable than I am. But again, I'm always good at disassociating with those kind of things. Like, I can easily forget about something when I don't see it. Like I'm that type of person where a stranger can say "f me" in 1,000 different ways, and I really wouldn't care. But with somebody I knew, somebody I trusted and cared about, it would stab me right through the chest and stomach and everything else. Just don't let assholes beat you. Find some good friends. Talk to your friends. Talk to people to get your struggles out. Get those nasty dark thoughts away. Which is, I think, kind of appropriate because that's kind of the theme of Higurashi. Which those who do not know the story of Higurashi will see later on. And that's one of the big and major theme of it is don't let things build up inside. You're having a hard time. Find a good friend. Talk it out. Try to fix it together. Don't solo that hardship. And now that I brought down the whole mood by talking about that, let's start the game. Where are you? Game. There she is. Is it going? That's not it. No, where did I go? Where did I go? Okay. Alright, we got the game up. Let's just do a little configuring. Turn some of these down just a little bit. Okay. And now that we got the mods up, let's see what we got here. Sync on, show CGs, console. I always kind of do the original backgrounds to see how they look like. Background stretching. Darkens the whole screen to emulate the original game. Makes text show at the bottom of the screen and text box. Gotta do that. Alright, it kind of looks cool like that. Alright. Time to start our journey into the world of Higurashi. Where are you? What's this thing on the screen for? You don't need to be here. Get mentorize you. One thing I hate about this laptop, everything tries every time I try to move something over or minimize it, it just stretches out automatically. I wish I knew how to turn that part off. It's so annoying. Alright. Keep it like that. Keep it like that. Time to start. Ooh. Watanagashi. The most probabilities. Cotton drifting chapter. How was your taste of life in Hinamizawa? A curse or a conspiracy? I believe you have fully enjoyed everything, and everyone seems suspicious. Here at last, it is no surprise attack, but a real, direct incident. Please enjoy it. The difficulty is lower than Onikakushi, but extremely vicious. Ugh. Why are the random children laughing in my ear? I will not quench your thirst, for you seek the truth and could not accept that. I will not quench your thirst, for the truth you desire does not exist. But I still want to quench your thirst, for I am the one who put you in the desert. By Frederica Berncastle. 1983, early summer of the Showa era. Ooh! Oh, this is a beat! I don't know any of the console openings, so this is really a treat. Aww. They're so happy together. Keiichi. That's the first time you actually see Keiichi in the VN, since we are his point of view for the first chapter. Satoko! Alright, Sweetamoto. Enrika-chan. Oh, who are those characters? I've seen that character before. Wait, is that the Oh, I know those guys. I know those guys. Those are from the. I read the manga version of those arcs, and those are some fucking trippy stories. Are they in here? Can we play those? Like, because I don't know how to play the console arcs. Oh, I don't know how to play them legally. I'm pretty sure I could get them other ways, but I don't want to do that with When They Cry. I admit I am a cheapskate, and when we'll do certain questionable things, but not for this franchise. And not for when I'm playing with you guys either. Oh, it's too dark. What's happening? Just the chirping of birds served as my alarm clock. I'm not sure how it looks like. Okay, we look at. Huh? Wasn't today Sunday? Wasn't it basically my style to stay up late on Saturday and sleep through the mornings on Sunday? Why was I waking up at this disgustingly wholesome hour? My God! How early is it, Keiichi? I mean, I wake up in the morning too, but you gotta do it, especially when you get older. Back to sleep. Back to sleep. No. I do not What? The moment the sound of my mother calling me from downstairs finally registered. Phone call. I sprang out of bed abruptly and scampered noisily down the stairs. He's awake. I'll put him on right now, my mother informed the person on the other end of the line. Aww. Hi, Rena. Oh no. How, is it like 12 o'clock? It was 11 o'clock. I was close. I guess you could loosely consider that in the middle of the day. Okay. No. Don't put me on. Wait a second. I thought about something. Just make it easier too. Yeah. 2 days early, I got my wireless keyboard. Just need to unplug this. And slide the receiver in. Oh, hiya, Mion. Shut up. Yeah, she probably could. Oh, she can? Oh, she doesn't know Russian. I just woke up, so probably yes. Everybody. Does she mean all the club members? More or less. Hey, hey. Yep. Come where? I had absolutely nothing planned that day. If I were to refuse Club President Mion's invitation, what other fun ways to pass the time would I have? You put it like that. Meet at the usual place at 1 o'clock. Okay, I can bring my bike. Club activities in town. Well, we could do them anywhere. Besides, since it was a new venture, there were no ways this wasn't going to be intense. Oh, what happened? A couple of days ago was Friday's club activities. That uncompromising poker match. Uncompromising poker match. It was a fight to the death. Nobody held back. Nobody could tell who was in the lead or who was last until all the points were tallied. In the end, I won by only 1 chip. Mion came in second. Damn it! To think if I hadn't squandered that last one chip. Mion lamentated this, perhaps more so than the fact that she lost the match. Mion doesn't lose. That's why Mion only whined when she let the champion's throne slip through her fingers. That's why she was more frustrated than anybody over a close loss. So, did she mean for today's to be a grudge match? Oh, make sure you play away you. All right. After that, we exchanged jeers for a bit before I hang up the phone. As I headed back upstairs hastily to get the key to my bike, I bumped into my mother as she was carrying a futon down. Will do. I'll try. After unlocking the chain from my bike in the I thought I had a hiccup. After unlocking the chain from my bike in the garage, I reveled a bit in the resistance the slightly stiff pedal gave as I pushed on it. Alright, let's go. I set off on my bike, cutting through the refreshing morning air. Hey! I was getting dressed. But aren't they... I don't know. Oh, I see. If I remember correctly, Satoko and Rika-chan's houses were on the other side past the school. Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. Mia probably would if she could. Yep. I knew it. Oh god. I don't keep hitting that stupid button. Hey, can I go back? I can't go back, can I? Oh, you have the logs. I wanted to take a screenshot of that. That's an awesome line. Where is it? You see, Mi-chan always tells me the routes and schedules of the armor bank cars. I wonder why. What? I spun around with a serious look on my face and looked at Mion. Well, it certainly seemed possible that Mion was capable of that. Seriously, Mion? Yeah, what are you saying? Sorry, Mi-chan. Sorry. The two of them joked around. That bright laughter was the best match for a beautiful day like today. Hey, you two. Sadako and Rika-chan are waiting for us, aren't they? Let's stop fooling around and get going. After fooling around about two fluttering butterflies, I earnestly wish I could keep watching them like this. But the five of us together would be absolutely more fun. That's right. Let's go. The goal is to plunder 1 billion. Once we split the loot, everybody scram. Yeah! three of us on our bikes headed over the gently sloping hill towards town. The three of us on our bikes headed towards downtown. Accelerating hard, we crested the hill. The view expanded as Okinawa Station came into sight. I occasionally come to the station here. Considering the amount of effort it takes to get here though, it was quite a hassle. That's why I didn't know much about the area around the station, or Okinawa itself for that matter. The street we headed down today was of course unfamiliar to me as well. Going through the railway crossing, we headed past the south end of the station. Okay. Well, there's an arcade. He did mention not noticing an arcade in the first chapter. My gamer's blood roils within me. I'm sure that's a bad translation. Was the term gamer really a thing in the 80s? In the early 80s at that. I'm going to suggest not. Quite the delinquent. You're one to talk. It seemed like the town of Okinawa was Mion's stomping grounds. If I asked her, she would tell me a lot of things about it. Eventually, we came across the store with quite a few bikes parked in front of it. Was this the arcade? No, it was a smaller shop. Looking at the window display, it seemed like your everyday toy shop. But almost 10 kids to be filling in and out of the store. They were doing almost too well for themselves. ¥50,000. What the heck is that? That's a G. But how much is 50,000 yen? Like, compared to American dollars. Is it yen to USD? Yen to USD. That's like 1 Japanese yen is equivalent to 70 cents. So 50,000 yen is $350. Wow, okay. I understand why a kid would think that's a lot of. Oh, I put on my sad face. But how long was this here? Because I can't tell. I need to look at my face while we're streaming. I guess I can put this over here. I just don't want. I was just trying to hide chat. I want to look. I don't want to see the viewer count. Let me fix the face. Let me fix my face. There we go. There we go. That's all better. 2 cute figures messing about the front of the store noticed us and waved their hands. Hello, Satoko. Hello, Rika-chan. The OG backgrounds look very weird. man, they're just like regular pictures, kind of blurred out, but with the anime figures overlaid on top. It looks so weird, but not in a good way. It gives an offsetting vibe. We'll settle this before the cops get here. She can do it though. She can pull it off. We finished early today, so we've been waiting a while. I mean, what did we finish doing? You called me while I was still asleep. Well, if it's case, I don't know if that's sweet or mean. Saying that, Rika-chan stretched up and began petting Mion's head. Hey, wait a minute. Are you solving everything by making me the bad guy? That's right, they can read minds. That's rich coming from you, Satoko. That's a bit rich coming from you. Okay, I think I found it now. She did it! She didn't laugh! She didn't laugh! I like being cast like this. I was feeling slightly irritated, so I began to repeatedly smack Sadako on the head. Aww. Yes, Rika, support your girlfriend. Oh no. Let's take her home? Your big sis is here and will take care of the bad guy, okay? That sounds very, questionable. We already know who Sadako's big sister is. We're gonna aesthetically wipe the tears, which were probably fake, from Sadako's face while Rika-chan gently patted mine as I sprawled onto the ground. Yes, this is fine. This is the way things are supposed to be solved. Well then, upsy daisy. In any case, the greeting for today went well. Inside the toy shop, there were about 10 boys around the same age as me. Apparently they all knew Mion, and finding out that she had arrived, they greeted her with cheers, a few at a time. What? Following Satoko's prompting, I took a look. There were chairs lined up at tables, almost like some sort of birthday party. I realized it immediately. Oh no. A little bit, Michan. Expand his customer base. I see. I mean, all the boys living up the place were participants? Yeah. Rena was innocently happy about being able to play with so many people, but my expression grew noticeably stern. Really? Tell me. One, two. These are all enemies. Sako's voice and mind blended together in harmony. Oh, it's so cute. It's making my heart, it's making my chest melt. He looked over at the participants. They really do have a sweet brother and sister relationship. Spoiler for anyone who does not know, that kind of gets a little bit more explicit in the third episode. Right here, it's just you can see it, you can feel it. It's so adorable. After all, the prize was 50,000 yen. My eyes lit up like a flame. Yes, Mi-chan? I think it will be. Well... what's the goal? Rivals. She said it in an unpleasant voice, laughing with the aggressive glint in her eyes reserved solely for club activities. Damn it, Mion. She's as serious as she can get today. Mion pointed, looking at where her fingers directed me. What's she doing? Rika-chan was using those kinds of traits to soften up the group with an almost excessive pleasantness. I'm also going to do my best. Oh, no. Completely emasculating, the group joined Rika-chan in a cheer. The inside of the store had been consumed by the world of Rika-chan. Damn, he's already chomping at the bit. Oh no. She's using her charm. This is more of a candy store than like a toy store, the aisle. You can do your best. It seemed that Rena was unusually fired up by the large crowd. Hopping about and running around, she entered entirely into the cute mode. In Rena's case, the real fun starts where her tension gauge fills up. Her happy-go-lucky attitude belled the fact that this was the state in which she was the most threatening. Mion was making small talk with some of the regular customers she was acquainted with. It was like business as usual with her. Of course, if anybody thought that Mion looked ordinary, they were not qualified to be in our club. The shadow beneath her feet was exuding killer instinct, rising up like a chill wind. What? Oh, wait a second. Wait a second, dude. Did they say that in the manga? I don't think they said in the anime, but did they say that in the manga? I can't remember. I can't remember. Over it was over almost 2 years ago. What? She was putting out the 50,000 yen all by herself. At that moment, a dark miasma that warped Mion's surroundings began to appear. Why did the music stop? Nothing. Uh, the colors got a little wonky and inverted, but no. Why is she look like? She kind of looks like what's the yandere? What's the yandere? You know, she kind of looks like right there, the pink hair. A shiver crept up my spine. That Mion, concerning herself like that. She was pulling out the demon lurking within her. Fine with me? Damn it. My knees are shaking like crazy. Before I realized it, the story had filled up with even more people. However, the looks in their eyes were confrontational. They were looks of excitement. They were looks of expectation and curiosity. They were the eyes of onlookers who were wondering what kind of match was going to occur and who was going to win. Oh no, what's wrong, Rena? Why does she have her cute face on? Why does she have her cute face on? Rena was already fully charged. Mortal laws and common sense held no power before the might of Rena in her cute mode. I definitely didn't want to fight her if possible. Oh no. Rika-chan, who was exuding way too much charm no matter how you looked at it, had already won over most of the onlookers to her side. Nonchalantly avoiding things had always been Rika-chan's creed. But for her to be blatantly laying out her machinations like this, something was definitely strange. Like, Rena, she was somebody who I didn't want to fight if I couldn't help it. Because she's so cute, and there's so much death and destruction behind those eyes. Oh no, oh no. That is a good way to get revenge. Gather a large crowd and so they can witness your defeat. Almost as though she was psychic, Mion turned towards us. Her eyes suddenly conveyed on the message. You guys just figure that out now? It wasn't just Mion. Both Rena and Rika-chan were pumped up than they ever been. Yeah. One's gonna pop up today. Without a doubt, there'll be casualties. Yeah. Oh no, is this gonna be a full-on tournament arc? I feel like it's gonna be a tournament arc. It wasn't like that. Like, it wasn't really like that in the anime, in the manga, from what I can remember. Just like random games. I know. Might as well. I was like, let's read it again. It seems that somehow Keiichi-san and I are the only ones left. What do you think? Should we not have our match during the opening round? Might as well. I need to war- I need to keep. I need to warm up before I can really kick into gear. My spinal column shuddered, like it had been struck by a bolt of lightning, and like a pillar of ice was being jammed into it, began to freeze. I can almost see the flames backlighting Sadako with their intensity. Oh no! Even then, while Sadako was displaying a normal smile, it was cold and inhuman, almost as if it were a plastic mask. Oh no! You insulted her pride. It's a gamer. Now she wants to crush you. Without a doubt, it was a trap. I don't know what she had been up her sleeve, but I fought with Sadako during the opening round. My loss would be more certain than it would if it went against Mion. I pitch black miasma penetrated the inside of the store. Do they all want to win that 500, the 50,000 yen prize that much? No, that's not right. The only ones competing for the prize money were the casual participants. I was different. I had mistaken this as just a way to fool around on a normal Sunday. Didn't matter when it was, or where it was, or who our opponents were. In our club, the goal is always the very top of the mountain. An intense flame that no strong wind could extinguish, hot enough to melt any steel, began to burn inside me. The fuse had been lit on this unexpectedly intense club battle. It was then that the owner of the store told me in a lackadaisical voice that it was about time to begin. Ready! Mion began with the formality, standing up and for the owner and explaining the rules of today's tournament. You're only playing to win. There's no second or third place. That's the same rule as our club. There are 15 people participating. You are to split up into 5 groups via a draw, and each group will have one winner. Each winner in the first stage will advance to the next in order to compete in the finale. Already in club mode, Decon 1. I didn't let the small gap in the rules go unnoticed. The spectators also nodded along. It was only natural. There weren't anybody who would simply cede their opponent's suggestions. Okay. It was an event of a toy store after all. You expect the owner to referee. Oh. Ah! Okay, I guess I shouldn't be using my wireless keyboard. Or, I did have it in the edge. That's probably what happened. Where were we? After that, Mion's rundown continued. It ended with rules that any losing participant would have to buy the game they lost at. A rather nice proposition for the store. First, we use a draw to split into 5 groups. Everybody lined up in a single file and began to draw tickets that the shop owner had prepared. It was my turn. Alright, time to draw. No matter who I was up against, I'll crush them. At that moment, Mion began to laugh with a hawkish gleam in her eye. I know, I figured that much. Okay. Contrary to how simple it sounded, it was a terrifying eventuality, the subject of which no one could predict. Damn you, Mion. Was she planning on parading me around Hinamizawa in cat ears and a banana hammock with a tail attached to something? The look on Mion's face told me she wasn't going to let me off that easy. On top of that, this time it wasn't just the person who finished last would have to submit to an ability game. She's covering her bases. Look at Mion's eyes became that of a lion baring his fangs. Oh. Even so, I didn't feel threatened. The more into it my opponent was, the stronger I would become. I'll show you, Mion. We shall meet. We shall meet in the finals. You saw the results of the draw were enough to make you cry conspiracy. All the members of the club are nicely divided up amongst the 5 tables. How did this happen when the draw was that random? The thought that I was already caught in Mion's puppet strings made me feel uneasy. That was fine, though. I'll crush all you pretty tricks. Now, where are my opponents? Everybody was headed to the table, corresponding to the number on their ticket. The competition on my table was... These 2? The competition on my table was... These 2, huh? They look younger than me. Tomita. Okurama. Okurama-kan greeted me by nodding his head. So my opponent was to be against my juniors from school. Just saying, but it seemed like it was a pretty easy matchup. Lucky. Time to destroy them without mercy. With Mion's decoration, the inside of the store suddenly became lively. Everybody was yelling their favorite games at each other, trying to gain an advantage before they started. Even my 2 classmates, who seemed tantrum at first glance, began to fiercely insist on their own games as soon as the signal was given. Of course, I would kick those suggestions aside. There was absolutely no reason to pick a game where your opponent had advantage. Of course, they didn't agree with the games I suggested either. I could only smirk bitterly. Naturally, after 5 minutes, the tailors still couldn't agree on the game. Obeying the rules, we asked the store owner to decide on the game. Clearing his throat, the shop owner brought over a board game from the back of the store. It was a game called Billionaire. Quite the vintage we have here. Come to think of it, if you lose, you have to buy this game. That damn shop owner was using his competition to get rid of all the games he couldn't sell. Hey, this Monopoly? The two nodded in agreement, and instantly the game was underway. At that time, I already had a feeling of impending crisis. I wouldn't realize why until the game progressed a bit. Okay. Once again, so hey guys, we're gonna take a quick little break. I'll be right back in a few minutes, okay? Give me a moment. Give me a moment! I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. 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 Okay, so where were we? We were. Alright, Keiichi was about to fight or duel the two kids in the thing. One second, guys. Where's this? Get off. Why is it popping up on my computer? Something stupid. 1 second. Okay. Okay, let's go. If it fixed. I did it again. I changed my face. I changed my face. Ah, stop it! It's fine though. I was looking like this. I like this weird face. It's like bliss. Like I'm in constant bliss. Okay. Ichi, ni, san, yon, I think. Celebrate the birth of your child. Okay, I built a lot. I built a bit of a lead. Hachito. Oh no. What? The tables were turned in an instant? No! Wow, that's a good route. It seems like my only piece was landing on the steady spaces. I had doubts to why Mion didn't bring out board games for the club activities. But that reason was laid bare to me before my eyes. That's right. I only realized it now. This game was completely based on luck. What could I possibly do to make sure I ended up in first place at the end? The ultimate outcome of this game was decided in a place beyond human hands. Almost like it's the witch pulling the strings. How are the club members doing? My eyes naturally wandered off to the other tables. Mion's table was... What? They weren't doing anything. Had they still not decided on a game? The naive idea existed to distract me from the most frightening possibility. Mion was lounging about leisurely, holding some juice she had bought from the vending machine outside in one hand. When our eyes met, she gave me a look of ease. It couldn't be. She'd already finished? What game was it? That wasn't that easily? It was probably too late to be concerned with that at this point. Only 5 minutes since we started, and we are two opponents were already beyond resources. They were sitting there, slumped over in disappointment, muttering to themselves, trying to figure out where they went wrong. For that, they found no answer. Was there any reason for their defeat, other than they sat at the same table as Mion? My mouth is really dry today. I don't think I. Oh, I did. I drink some soda. I don't like a lot though. I'm not sure why. Then what about Rena's table? The spectators were causing quite a bit of commotion. It looked like their game was Karuta. Karuta? Karuta? The shop owner was apparently the one reading out the cards. Rena tended to dawdle along and space out a lot. Wouldn't she have had a hard time with this game? Oh! Bam! At that same instant, the shop owner began sounding out the words. The cards in question disappeared off the face of the table. No, the face of the earth. Impossible. Where did they go? It was against Rena's cheek. She was rubbing it there. So cute! Looking at the card, Rena was rubbing against her cheek. It was some anime-themed version of Karata, with rather cute illustrations decorating the cards. Basically, it was a picture of a pretty doll girl with slightly large chest, panting and half in tears as she was being pulled along on a chain. That's not furry shit. I need to see proof. And my imagination's doing a lot, but I need to see proof before I can determine if it's some sort of shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? With those kinds of pictures, even I could play with godlike speed. You do it for your waifus. Do it for the waifus. Of all people to play that game, it had to be Rena. It was entirely possible that her fingertips were on the verge of breaking the sound barrier. It's over. Mian smiled coolly. Seeing no further reason to keep watching, she turned back. I'll still buy these cards. After that, the second card started being read out. Bam! Bam! Such that the decisive sound echoed. Well, then, how about Satoko? Oh, she was playing a rather orthodox game. Concentration. Judging from the distressed look on Satoko's face, it seemed that she was struggling somehow. One of the main characteristics of concentration is that the pace of the game speeds up as it goes on. As the number of cards to memorize decreased, it became easier to match several pairs in a row. It would be an exaggeration to say that the first person to take over the flow of the match can run away with as the winner. The cards still play had decreased. If you memorize the cards that had been turned over before, you should have a good chance to sweep the game at this point. Sako probably knew the position of all the remaining cards. However, her turn came a little too late. As their opponents followed up, the match would be decided. This guy, did he have the location of the remaining cards memorized? He was completely certain of his victory. The tension on his face relaxed. I whispered that in a bored manner as I turned my attention back to my own game. I spun the wheel. Ichi, ni, san, yon, go. There was a commotion at Sadako's table as the shout rang out. The other two at my table turned around in surprise. I didn't. After all, there really wasn't anything to be surprised about. The onlookers were confounded, most of them, certain that the Ace of Hearts should have been there. There's no way. I must be seeing things. I must have been because I was excited? So assured of his victory, the distress over his defeat ran deep. That's how it is. If his opponent wasn't Sadako, then the Ace of Hearts certainly would have been there. What a fool. When you're up against Sadako, you can't let your guard down for a moment until the battle is over. The refined tone of voice, reserved only for winners, Sadako called out to me. For the casual observer, it must have looked like she only eked out a victory. From my point of view, however, she was only playing around. The roles of winner and loser had already been decided. It was nothing more than child's play. The laughable part of it was that her opponent didn't know his role and had already been assigned. Sadako was Trapper. Her true talent was never having one misfire. Setting off only one trap was more than enough. Ain't that cool? That's a little motto for you. The fact that other club members were winning one after another with their own brand of play only added to my impatience at my own lack of progress. Oh, right. How is Rika-chan doing? How is our club's sly little fox doing? What the heck? What is that? Over the corner, the mood of the table was definitely different from the others. The game at Rika-chan's table was, the battery-powered fishing game. Oh, it's, God, this is my favorite game to play. Last little, what's it called? Go-Go Fish? Go-Go Fish, Go-Go Fish, Go-Go Fish. It was, I'm gonna remember this. It was Go Fish. Oh, fishing board game. Let's Go Fishing. Wait, it was just called Let's Go Fishing? Yeah, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right. I thought it had a more catchy name. That's not the one I played when I was little. Mine was a lot different. Like the fish actually roamed around like in a little makeshift pond. Ah, here it is, fishing around. Where is it? Where is it gonna go? 1 second. Look at this, look at this, look at this. This little thing. $59. This was such a fun game to play when I was little. So you put the batteries in, you set the fish down. I think it's like a magnet or something. And when you turn them on, it kind of goes like a merry-go-round. The fish goes spinning and 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 spinning. And you use the little fish hooks, the fishing rods, to hook them up and pull them up. I can't remember what the cards are for though. Yeah, this was a fun game. Not. That's a pretty old game. Pretty old game indeed. Know where the fish open and close their mouths as they rotate on their platform, and you use them and make fishing. Oh my god! I got protected! It was that! It was that! It was that! It was that! Okay, this became awesome. This became too real and too awesome. I love it. 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 It seemed they plan on competing by seeing who could match the most fish, but it became an atmosphere you could hardly call competitive. I knew that Riki-chan had already charmed her opponents, along with the onlookers before the matches had even begun, but brilliantly plays. That corner had become an informal meeting on the Rika Frude fan club. So the victory. I don't think she's winning because she knows how to fish. What Rika-chan is trolling for probably isn't fish. Hearing that, she glanced over my way briefly. This is my way of getting serious. That's what I heard. Oh, why are you blushing? You mad that she's flirting with some boys? Yeah. A masterful technique. No! In contrast, my game was an unseemly situation this was. Noticing the uneasiness creeping across my face, my companions came to see how I was doing. Okura, who had wrung lots of money out of the elite course, began to count through a stack of white $100,000 bills. Those who looked like they would easily surpass $1,000,000. Oh god, her face of disappointment. That face of pure disappointment. Mion's tone of voice was grim from the get-go. It was her disappointment and disgust as club president. Rika-chan gently pet my head. Still, she wasn't too happy. Oh no. Oh no. Probably not. Do your best. Do your best. Right till the end. Like I said, how am I supposed to make a comeback with this game relying entirely on luck? Right? Mion? Mion's face, however, was almost unbelievably indifferent. Like she was watching something completely unexciting. She then turned her back without saying a word. It was a pathetic voice that irked even myself. Oh no. How am I not? It's the game where you roll. You're spinning a wheel and you move your piece and you follow the rules of the board. How, madam, my goodness, my lovely lady, my old hag, how am I supposed to cheat and win at the game? You're being entirely unfair here. Can you? Have you tried? Have you tried? Mion, in a bad mood, cast me aside and disappeared into the depths of the shop. Maybe it was because it had become an awkward situation, but the spectators dispersed from around my table. Dispersed. Damn it. Are you saying I'm not serious about this? Are you saying if I were serious, I would have settled this game a chance in 10 seconds? If I was serious? Everybody was praying for my victory. They believed in me. Did I betray their expectations? Was it because I wasn't serious? Two of them timidly trying to resume play. I didn't respond to that. The table sunk into silence. The owner, thinking I was forfeiting, started to announce the cancellation of the game. At that moment, the demon inside me let loose a howl. I'm awakened. I know. I didn't know. Mion. What it means to be serious. I'll show you. No, my throat. Don't do it. Don't do it, Hanya. Don't do that. Blah! I clamped my hands on their shoulders, speaking in a low voice after pulling them closer. Tumitaka. Okamura-kun. Spaghetti-o. Let me win. The two of them, not immediately understanding what I just said or the meaning behind it, were momentarily confused. Listen what I have to say. What is it you guys want? That 50,000 yen prize? Even supposing you win, what are you going to do with that money? How are you going to enjoy it? Okay, then we'll consider briefly. Games, juice, and snacks. Pete. So petty. I stupid. Me? That's the point. Just shut up and listen to what I have to say. The club members have a penalty game separate from the casual participants. If we lose, we have to obey a single command from the winner. From another point of view, the winner earns the prize of being able to order the club members around. Don't deny it. Oh, that's cute. He's a little blush. Oh, don't turn red. I drew the two of them, red-faced and conscious of whether anybody else heard what I just said even closer. Nolis. Moi. Wait, what was it? Did anyone else hear like a bling sound? One of those two little boys just popped a. And they are old enough, but. A soul scream from Moe. That sensitive age where you couldn't say you like girls. You was it that sensitive age where you couldn't say you liked the girl you liked. Understanding that gave me all the more power. A red fountain spewed from Tomatake's nostrils. Uh-huh. Blood erupted from the vein Okuramama's gun's forehead. His skin just burst open? What the hell? Oh no, you short circuit their little brains. You're making them dream about things they shouldn't yet be dreaming about. Don't be shy. Just pretend for once. Just pretend I forced you to go along with me. Oh my god. Then, I suddenly lowered the tone of my voice. Oh no. Chase your dreams. Fulfill them. I'll fulfill them for you. It was this moment the values of men bridged generations. Did I ever have a mentor who ever spoke to my mind? Did I ever have a mentor who ever spoke my mind for me so strongly? Never. There was no way there was. That's because in a man's lifetime, he only has 3 faithful encounters. The valuable first time was being experienced right now, at this moment, with these 2. It's fine then. Let's do it. Oh. Game over. It was such an assertive declaration of the game's ending that everybody in the store turned and looked. It had been less than 3 minutes since I was on the verge of forfeit, and all the spectators were certain of my loss. You're going on a date. You'll find out soon enough. Oh, that sounds so wrong. That sounds wrong. A gentleman's agreement. Yes, sir. The two of them, stifling tears of gratitude, answered strongly from the bottom of their hearts. Exactly what kind of miracle occurred here during those 3 minutes? The spectators all looked away from my utter disadvantage. The spectators were puzzled at how I was able to so quickly overcome that helpless situation. That guy, is he able to control the spinner wheel with his eyes or something? It's a miracle. What devilry is this? He's in cahoots with that neon, you know? There's no doubt that he has some strange trick up his sleeves. I looked at the crowd, who couldn't help but be excited out of the corner of my eyes. Now fully awakened in the battle mode, I let a diverse laugh. Neon. Baring our fangs at each other, we laughed together in a most unsightly fashion. A match. What? Sadako and Rena smiled, sneered at each other. Humph. These guys. Do they really think they can win against Keiji Maebara when he gets serious? Oh no. Her confidence. Oh, she's embarrassed. She's embarrassed! We got her, boys! Uh-huh. It was wrong. That was my desk. What? Mion's hair flowed elegantly, almost like a cape, as she turned her back to the table. What? She's postponing it. more likely, more or less. Com- the combative aura billowing out of Mion's body formed a barrier, stopping Sadako's advance. The show laughed, Mion left the store. After a moment of silence, the crowd erupted into cheers. When will they resume the contest? Mion's serious. Mion remembers did great too. That new guy, Marabara, he's got some strange power, he does. He turned the table in an instant. Oh no. I can't keep good on my promise. I can't keep good on my promise. They're encouraging me. They're cheering me on. I will win. The part of the crowd that apparently overheard the conversation between Tomotaki-kun, Okonoma-kun, and myself erupted into a cheer again. Mion's gonna win anyways. She's the undefeated empress. I'm betting on Mion. No, it's gonna be Rena with the ungodly speed. Sadako, the trap artist. Rika, the siren. It may be a long shot, but it'll be Marabara. However, right now I had no ear for those cheerful voices. Setting the stage for this huge match and then running away like that, I wasn't going to forgive Mion. Wait a second. What is this? Okay. Outside the store, Mion was getting on her bike as the shop owner was seeing her off. Fight me! Huh? Like you see in a stretch comedy show, my legs slipped in opposite directions until I was doing the splits. But I was a little surprised. You would never think that this was the club president exuding such a dark aura inside the store just a short time ago. It was the usual Mion right now, almost as expert. I can't say words. So, my shoulders slumped. That's right. The club mode was over now. But I was really heated today. It was really fun. Damn Mion. She really knows how to fire people up. Mm-hmm. Watanagashi! The cotton drifting 5-demon firefight. Now, think about it. Right now, what were Rika-chan and Neon talking about? Watanagashi Festival? Cotton drifting 5-demon what? Yeah. Let it be soon. Yeah. What is it getting these stupid pop-ups for? She laughed with a smile that made you feel refreshed just looking. Just looking at it. At that moment, the shop owner came out carrying a paper bag. I wonder what it is. Is he giving it to us? You're welcome. And Sadako and Rika-chan opened up the bag. There were cute little stuffed animals inside. Cute! I'm a chicken. Get off. Oh, I should get the BGM info. Opening YouTube? I didn't know it was this. Can it? Ah, that is so cool. That is so cool. Okay, cool mods. I need to learn how to do that. I really can? There was a stuffed toy wearing a beautiful dress. One used to play house. Rena's eyes were glued to my stuffed doll. Sako was the same, and Rika-chan too? Yes, I'm allowed to find it cute. Mion didn't have to go that far. This wasn't something a guy like me should be carrying around. Mion was the only one who hadn't received a present, so I thought about giving it to her. However, briefly considering it, I gave it to Rena instead. Oh god, here we go. Moments before disaster. Oh, that's so cute! That is so cute! I didn't know we. I was like, I don't want to take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna get the full screen. Yeah, Tarina. Just protecting myself. That is adorable. No doubt. No, Mion. Stupid girl. Daddy looks soon today. be honest with your feelings. Oh no. Mia laughed after saying such an ominous line. Everybody laughed heartily while along with her. Yeah! Mia-chan, if you don't get going soon... Uh, Mia-chan, if you don't get going soon, the shop owner told her meekly. A lot of us looked like we were having a lot of fun, so it must have been hard to put a wet blanket on things. It was! Bye, Mion. Everybody waved their hands and watched as Mion left. Before I knew it, the sun was already setting, and the breeze carried a hint of chill. But what time is it? Wait a second. So Cage woke up at 11. I can assume it took him an hour to get dressed. And the bike ride there was probably a good few minutes. So it's not even that late. It's probably like 3 o'clock, right? The wind blew gently as to cool down those of us flushed with enthusiasm. The road back to Hinamizawa was long, but I didn't really mind. They were so cute. She knows how to play with them. Their feelings. She knows how to play with their feelings. Nothing else. Nothing else. How much was calculated? How much was natural? Was. Good job, Satoko. And I give you a headband. There you go. There you go, Satoko. Huh? She heard. Did she? Did she? Did she hear? What we promised them? She didn't hear, right? Right? I love Sadako's face. Like, she's trying to figure us out. Desperately laughing, I frantically tried to avoid the subject. After that, everybody continued to praise each other for how they defeated their opponents, and reflected on how fun today was. Satoko, getting more and more excited, pointed, waiting where her finger indicated. The immense sunset casting even longer shadows on us on our bikes. The cries of the Higurashi were gentle and very comforting. We finished the first part of the episode. This feels like a good place to cut off, but we can do a little bit more tonight. And a tip: who's Mion's uncle? Who is he? What's wrong? Mion put her hands together in apology and grinned. The Club Walker was the trans-dimensional space from which Mion pulled games whether we met for club activities. I wonder how so many freaking games could be stored up in the locker. It was even smaller than the ones with the cleaning supplies in it. Besides those games, it was also a cornucopia of suspicious objects, costumes for punishment games. If you lined them up all on the floor in order to sort them, they would definitely fill the entire classroom. Probably not, probably not. Mion gave a hearty laugh, implying that the only one who would do so was the club president. Mion said, feeling about in her pockets. Judging by her expression, she must have planned on returning it, but it was still in her pocket. Why are you so fixated on this article? Uh-huh. Giggling, Satoko and Mika-chan clapped their hands together in celebration. You're annoying. Slap. No, it's like, no, it go like. Mion elbowed Satoko and Mika-chan in their heads. Then headed for the teacher's lounge. So very droll of her. The two of them made disappointed faces. Whatever anyone said, Mion's club was always the number one thing I look forward to when going to school. It wasn't hard to agree with their melancholic expressions after hearing it wouldn't be happening today. However, it also didn't seem like she went there every day. She would go 2 or 3 days in a row, then not go at all for a while. It sounded like a pretty damn random part-time job. She's a day laborer. Mion's wearing socks and helmet, sweating to death in a factory. I couldn't imagine wearing such a thing. No, Mion would run the factory. She run it with a chaotic fist. Whew. She has a lot of uncles who own shops. A lot of them. Ooh, ramen shop. Oh, okay. This is the day before or the day after. No, she said the other day, so I'm guessing this must be earlier in the week, later in the week, like Tuesday or Wednesday. I was dumbfounded. That's amazing. Oh, loan sharks, land shark, a strip club, and a brothel. What I'm saying is they do lots of things. Loan shark. Okay, okay. You know, sometimes people need help with money. You know, you need to spare them a few dollars now and then. Brothels. Who am I to judge? I mean, you know, as long as you're making good business and nobody's getting hurt, you know, it should be fine. It should be fine, right? 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 Okay, a couple of weird things came up at that time, but still, I could tell it was pretty extensive. That explains that. Ah, she throw me into the red light district, and that would be the end of me. Were there even red light districts out back then? I'm not gonna look it up. Rikichan being sold into the entertainment industry to pay off her debts. I did it again. Ah, crap. My nose bleed. Oh, she doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. No, she doesn't. Really, she seems so unspoiled. Let Sadako have her wholesome moment. Let her have her wholesome moment. Rika-chan and I gave her a pat on the head. Ah! I did that. Why did I do that? I didn't click the side of the pad. Sako was lost in confusion, but she seemed to understand she was being made fun of. It's so cute. It's so cute. I feel like Renata just wanted to come home. This music is a lot more calming because the tip menu music for Onikakushi It was so dark and foreboding. This is more tranquil. Really beautiful. Maybe a slight unease to it, but it's mostly just soft. I go to sleep to this. Save and load. Or should I just wait a second? Ah, man. It's right there. Okay, so I think I'm going to make this the end of the stream. So we just read the first part of the game, or the first part of the arc. It was a fun, simple arc. Nothing much different from the anime and manga, but the nice little more exploration, the little more deeper details about how competitive each of the members of the club were going into the game was so thrilling, so exciting. The part where they're getting handed the dolls was actually was okay. It's a little bit more fun, I think, in the anime because you get to see the visible representations of the dolls. And here, Keiichi just is a cute doll, a cute stuffed animal. But in the anime, the manga version, it's this very over the top, old girly thing. Something that a boy, especially in the 80s, really wouldn't like. And it makes so much more sense why he thinks, oh, I'll just give it to Rena instead of giving it to Mion. I know, this was very fun. This was really awesome. Let me see something nice. Give me a moment. Not that moment. Come on. You're being difficult. Alright, so I think we're just going to end it right here. Thank you all for showing up, even just for a little bit. I highly appreciate it. So, tomorrow, let me look at the guide. Let me look at my thing. Where is it? Yeah, so tomorrow we're going back to Hades. Because, I said we were going to stop that game. I can't stop it. I just can't stop it. I freaking love it. I love to hate it. I cannot quit you just one moment. Alright, so yeah. We're going to play Hades. Probably make that a long stream. Maybe not. Well, I'm still figuring it out. But yes, thank you all for showing up. Have a good night, or evening, or morning, wherever you may be in the world. But if you are going to sleep, please have some wonderful nightmares on me. Thank you very much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.